The landmark case against the parents of the Oxford High School shooter will soon rest in the hands of a jury.
After trial, you don't have to decide if you want to go to her house. You don't have to have Thanksgiving with her.
Jennifer Crumbley's attorney's pitch: while you may not like or approve of my client, that doesn't mean she's guilty of involuntary manslaughter. And at the end of this 7-day trial, Jennifer Crumbley takes no responsibility for what happened the day her son opened fire at Oxford High School. That story tops the news here at 10 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. Her attorney says there's no way she could have known her son was capable of what ended up happening. While prosecutors brought in witness after witness to shred her parenting, showcase a lack of care and concern for her son, and remark on her atypical behavior in the aftermath of what he did.
So who does the jury believe? Mara McDonald is live at the Oakland County Courthouse tonight. Mara, Crumbley's attorney tried to paint her as an everyday woman stuck in a bad situation.
You know, she did, Kimberly, and her attorney went so far as to do this. She told the jurors, you know, I could just as easily be in Jennifer Crumbley's shoes. My son could take a knife out of our kitchen, go out and kill somebody. Now, that's quite a leap, and it's going to be interesting to see if the jury buys it. Jennifer Crumbley's attorney's remarks were long, meandering, and tried very hard to suggest that every parent in the room could be in her shoes.
At the end of the day, my kids could just as easily grab a knife without me knowing it and without me having it on my radar and walk out the door.
Her client is a victim of circumstance, according to Shannon Smith. Yes, she made bad decisions, immoral ones even, but that doesn't mean she's a grossly negligent parent. Jennifer Crumbley placed the blame for the gun purchase and the easy access to it straight on the shoulders of her husband, and placed the blame on the school for not making her son's case a disciplinary issue and suggesting he remain in school. She and her attorneys say she's at fault for none of it.
The Crumbley son was a skilled manipulator, and they didn't realize it.
The shooter, who had no friends, was failing in school, sent her texts. He was hallucinating and repeatedly drew pictures depicting violent imagery and said the voices wouldn't stop and that he needed help. Oakland County prosecutor Karen McDonald did the close, but her assistant prosecutor, Mark Keast, he's done most of the heavy lifting in court. Her close was methodical and highlighted the testimony of all those witnesses, detailing life in the Crumbley home, as well as Jennifer Crumbley's behavior, both pre and post shooting. McDonald making sure the jury understands the burden of proof she has. Prosecutors do not have to prove Crumbley knew there would be a homicide.
I have to prove that she had a legal duty, she negligently performed that legal duty, she negligently did not take steps to take care and protect the other children in that school when there was a reasonable foreseeability that ordinary care was required.
Back here live, the jury returns on Monday to begin deliberations. And Kimberly, Devin, we saw some of the parents of those children who were killed at the Oxford High School shooting. They were in court today. Imagine what their lives have been like since this shooting. First, it was all the wrangling with the school board and trying to get an independent investigation, and then getting that and getting those results. And then you sit in court and you listen to the parent of the shooter say she has no responsibility. We're live in Pontiac tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Really something, Mara. We want to invite you to stay right here on Local 4 Plus after this newscast. We're going to stream the rest of today's closing arguments of Jennifer Crumbley's testimony. Again, that's immediately following this newscast right here on Local 4 Plus.